Yeah, remember? We were in the change room and Big Body was just peeing? And of course the perm.
Urinal in the one urinal?
Yes, the one urinal located in the boys' change room. And of course it wasn't like closed off, it was right in the middle. Like right in the middle. Right next to the sink.
All the boys are just watching and go like...
Right, and of course the perm, overly excited, ready to whip it out and take a pee-pee. Right? Doesn't notice Big Body.
Why do you say it like that?
Doesn't notice Big Body currently occupying the urinal and jumps 360, whips his dick out to the horror of Big Body, who just witnessed all of that right in front of him.
Good times. And then we were all there too.
Yes.
Watching him whip his out in front of another guy.
So I assumed that's why he thought he had a small dick. Because he saw it.
I mean, he did ask that, so yeah.
Looking back, you know what the thing he's most infamous for is?
What?
His almighty perm check. And
Oh,
it's not exactly what you think it is. It's not checking to see if you have a perm. No, no, no. The perm check is when the perm examines the size of your balls.
He examines the volume of your gonad.
Exactly. To put this into a perspective on the process of a perm check, first, he grabs your balls.
And then he rolls each individual testes.
He juggles them
With
in between his fingers.
Juggles them into, like...
And
then he examines its size and its girth.
Yes, based on the mass.
How much fluid it must be.
Right, based on the mass, the volume.
Yes.
And then, instead of apologizing for doing whatever the hell that is, whatever form of sexual harassment that is,
fondling and molesting you,
he will not apologize, no. He'll tell you, my friend, you have big balls, and walk away.
Alright, Small, tell them the story of how the perm check actually got started, though.
Of course. Remember our friend from earlier, Josh, I told you all about? Well, I don't remember what we were doing. I think we might have just been running around, doing kid things.
They were at Josh's locker, I believe.
Ah, okay, right. And by accident, the perm's hand slips. And in the form of a fist, he accidentally punches Josh's balls. Now, while his fist was entrenched in his ballsack, instead of pulling his arm away, like any normal person would do, no, he opened. Yes, he opened his hand and grabs the balls. He grabbed them, and then he starts juggling them in his hand. And then he quickly pulls away and says, "Oh, Josh, you have big balls, bro." I can only imagine what was going through Josh's head at this time after having
Josh was thoroughly disturbed.
Like, just left speechless. Like, should he be thanking him? Should he be, like, calling the police? Should he, like, faint? Like, what should he be doing? What would anybody, like,
should he give him a perm check next?
Like, what would anybody do in this situation?
Is that a rhetorical question?
I mean, I don't know what I mean,
like, you just had, like, a long pause. Like, am I the one who's gonna talk now?
Like, I'm just asking, like, if somebody came and grabbed my balls and then told me they were big, I don't know what I would say.
I think you'd cry and call Child Protective Services.
I know we were supposed to do your episode today, but I'm kind of glad we did him instead.
Bing, bing, bong, bing. Bong, bing, bing, bong. Bong, bong, bing, bong. Bing, bing, bong, bing.